Welcome to the 290 Mo podcast. I appreciate your time. If you could introduce yourself for my viewers and listeners.
Man, it's your boy. What's him? It's your boy Mango 95, Mr. Voice of Atlanta. You heard me? The voice of the dirty South. The one and only. I'm back again. You heard me?
For sure, for sure. Definitely appreciate your time, man. What's to you? How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm feeling blessed. Blessed and important.
Blessing and poor, man. But we ain't gonna waste no time, man. We gonna get matter of fact, we is gonna waste some time, man, cause we got some catching up to do, man. Joe, how many times have you been robbed, Mango? Twist the mic in. Twist the mic in. Yeah.
Three.
Three.
Three with all the shit I got. Three. I'm surprised.
Yeah. So like, do you be like, man, I'm just gonna leave this shit in the crib, Joe? I'm gonna like,
Depends on where I'm going, what I'm doing. I decide on what I'm putting on. If it's some bullshit that I really don't care about, because I've done that several times. Like I can't. It feel weird to come outside with nothing on.
mm,
Like the clothes is one thing, but I be feeling naked without at least something on my wrist, something on my neck. So if I'm going to a sketchy place or a place where it may not be, I'm not too familiar with, I'll put some bullshit on that. If I got robbed for, I wouldn't care about it.
mm-hmm. Now, out of these 3 times you've been robbed, have you ever got your shit back?
Nope,
Mm,
nope. Well, you know what? No, not the same shit, but the last time was last year in last December.
mm.
The piece broke apart, but I recently, like a month ago, just finally got all the pieces to put back together.
Did that take any of the famous pieces, like any of the pieces you showed off
Just
to people too?
just yeah, I think that the Mango ATL piece, my favorite fucking piece too. It's the crazy part. Mango ATL piece.
Damn, ain't nobody glow up with that bit. I would have think somebody would have in
That's what I'm
there like,
saying.
yo,
They
we got
broke
that
apart.
mango chain. Oh, they
They
broke
broke
it.
apart.
I'm
So
sure.
he tried.
Damn, man.
That was the
Damn.
only one I had on. I had a big ass coat on, so I wasn't really coming unzipped, so it was kind of hard to get.
For sure, for sure. What you been working on, man?
And I've been working on my filming.
Mm.
That's definitely what I've been doing. Down south in Georgia, doing pop the balloons and street interviews and all that type of stuff. That type of content. I'm veering on to that path.
Mm-hmm. For sure, for sure. And why you don't do it? Why you don't do it up here? Let's do that shit up here, Joe.
I need somebody to do it without here.
Let's do it.
When I was down south, I had somebody that hit me up. She would be with Zeus and baddies and all that shit.
Yeah.
She called me up for an interview down there. So we just got the politicking after the interview, and she had the courage to want to do that because she was new to filming and
Yeah.
shit. So we went out to Cumberland Mall and did all that shit.
Cause I got the camera in the spot. I know the spot and the camera. I'm sure.
Yeah, you need somebody to.
You gotta bring the legs on.
I be needing somebody to give me the courage to actually want to do it because I got this. It's in me. But I'm just nervous because I'm still getting used to dealing with people.
Mm-hmm.
Before I used to just be behind the camera, not saying nothing, just going viral off pictures and all that.
Yeah.
Now when you're actually in front of the camera, you got to interact with people.
Yeah.
I'm still getting used to that.
Yeah. So let's talk about these 20v1s and these pop the balloons, man. You know what I'm saying? So.
Man.
So is these things scripted? Is they playing when you go out there? You know?
No. That shit it really is what it is. I be trying to. What's the last one I did? Well, the one I did with Skinbone. I really tried to go on there and like really be myself because I know how I ain't really have experience with them before I went on. So
I was kind of getting that vibe. I was kind of
tried
getting
to
that
be
vibe.
myself. So I
I'm
really
sure.
came in there with real stuff on. It wasn't really no jury on. You don't never see me on camera like that. I tried to be real, but you still lit my ass up.
Mm.
Still fired my ass up. It
So-
still went viral, but off the hair. Thank you to the hair. But if it wasn't for this shit, man, I would have been.
So what's the vibes now? You ain't going on those. You ain't serious now. You just,
Hell yeah, now I know now. Shit, I cook a motherfucker. I didn't watch enough of them to know what to do now. Before when I went on the first time, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know that you're supposed to, because everybody doing it for content and clout now.
Mm.
The only chick that's really they probably trying to look for love for real is the Arlette lady, the one who really do it. They probably try to look for love for real, but everybody else, you little spin-offs, they just doing that shit for clout.
Mm.
So now I know I watched enough of them. So if I ever do one, I got a spot, I got the price, the cameraman, and I've been trying to host my auditions. I know what to do with that. Now I'm ready for it. I done watched enough. Yeah, I'm gonna clap myself up.
Mm. So what's like the industry life like in Atlanta compared to Chicago?
In Atlanta, it's more togetherness. In Chicago, it's like you're damn by yourself. You got to find a way.
Mm.
So in Atlanta, it's more family oriented. It's more team wise. Chicago is more everybody for yourself.
Yeah. Even I feel like and I wouldn't know because I'm neither one of them, but I feel like I can see that with the music in Chicago. But I feel like the comedians got it going on in
I
Chicago.
mean, they stick to their circle. It's just like a lot of shit in Chicago. Anything dealing with like a group or some shit, everybody clicked up. I
Mm,
noticed that shit from my lifestyle groups and shit, but probably all that shit that I'm in.
mm,
Most people be just clicked up.
mm.
That's how it is with comedians. Shout out Skinbone, Uncle Hank and all them. But they came up together, so I kind of know how that is. But we've been doing the same shit around the same time. I came out when they came out.
Mm,
I was just doing something different. I wasn't doing comedy. I was just going viral for my clothes and shit.
mm.
The Migos way, that's when they popped off. So we popped off around the same time, but they came up together. So they call me when they need me.
Right, right. now, now, still talking about the 20v1s, man. Still talking about the 20v1s, man. I was watching one when she had asked about your hair. She asked about your hair, and she was like, "Is they extensions, man?" So let's set the record clear, man.
Yeah,
Set
shout
the
out
record
to
clear,
90
man.
Keys. Is it on? Hello. Shout out to 90 Keys. But yeah, she made that motherfucker really go up. She made it go up. Because somebody said, I know your sister. No, you didn't. We ain't never met each other before that day. We just knew each other before life. It was shorter than this one. You ain't never saw. So it was really real. So my shit definitely does. Screwed the ground.
So how long have you been growing your hair, Joe?
25 years.
25 years, Joe. Have you ever contacted like Guinness or anything?
No, I know some people that got me beat. I done seen it a couple times.
Okay, okay.
Indian lady, her shit way out there, heavy.
But I'm saying, but you gotta categorize it. You gotta be like longest man, black man.
Oh yeah, I
on
mean,
shorty.
put it that way, yeah, that do sound.
Bro, on short.
Everybody always say that, like, I ain't never seen anybody heard that long. Everywhere I go, they start, that's a real hair.
I went to grab this nigga and his motherfucking hair was touching the ground.
Yeah,
Shorty.
somebody don't let
Shit
you
was
get
next to
this
his
shit.
shoes, shorty. Oh, what the fuck, shorty?
I was embarrassed in the motherfucker. There was a mama with like 3 of her kids, and she's like, oh, look at his hair. Then the little boy gonna ask, is it real? Mama cursed his ass out. Like, what kind of dumbass question is that? No, often I get asked that shit. Somebody, is it real? Yes. I know everybody be talking about, oh, in some of your pictures, your hair wasn't like this. Your hair was shorter than this. Nah, let me tell you something. After 25 years of growing your motherfucking hair, at some point it's gonna thin out and then it's gonna need some maintenance. So some of them didn't, a lot of them didn't came out over a 25-year period. I just learned how to crochet in like October, November or something. So if it was shorter prior months before that, it's because they fell out. I didn't know how to crochet. But since I learned how to crochet, I put them back in.
Right.
So it's still all my hair. It's not extensions. It's not fake hair. It ain't Temu hair. It's mine.
It said Temu hair.
Yeah, somebody, you got the dread from Temu too. You got the dread from China. Glass out of here. It's really my hair. I just kept them. I kept them in the drawer. So once I learned how to crochet, I put them back in. So that's how long it would have been had they not, came out or thinned out.
Okay, okay.
Scrubbing the ground. See, 25 years worth.
So how do they get like stuck in doors
What
or
they do. Stuck on doorknobs when sometimes it fall in the toilet and be slipping off I gotta throw it to the side. And when I
toilet?
get in the shower, I gotta put it in a plastic bag. There's a lot to deal with. It gets stuck in the couch. I know when I get up, it's probably gonna be something stuck in the damn couch. There's a lot. When I try to wrap it up, they get caught in every little crevice, every door handle, anything with a hook. That shit get irritating. That's how a lot of them was coming out, shit. That's because they get stuck on shit. Or I be stepping on them. That's how them came out. But now they thicker, so they don't, I don't think it's gonna come out like that no more.
Have you ever considered cutting them? Like cutting
Nah.
down?
Nah, because if I'm cutting it, it's like I'm cutting out history. Every inch of my hair, or every month that it grew, it represents a month of trial, tribulation, history, something that I've been through. It's my energy. That's why I told them the 20v1. Her whole energy. That's real.
So once it starts rubbing the ground, what you gonna do then? You gonna carry it?
I have to tie it up.
Damn. That's
Now I'm about to, probably in the next like month or so, I'm gonna get it braided up. I'm getting it wicked up.
Is your head, dude? Is that shit heavy? Like, do you have problems like at the airport?
It's
Do they
heavy
like?
as people think, because my hair is not thick. Like a lot of the thick ass locks is not that thick. It's only heavy if I pin it up on the top of my head, and like when I'm in the shower trying to lean forward to do shit, it's heavy that way. But as far as like this, no, it's not heavy at all because my hair is not that thick. It's not super fat.
Any issues at the airport? Like any issues like by over checking your shit? Be like,
They
you
be
gotta-
looking though. You seeing TSA looking his hair? That's all I say. Everywhere I go, stop and stare. Look at the hair.
For sure. Now and then too with the 20v1s, man, I'm starting to notice they been up there scrapping. Joe, you ever had any static up there with it?
No, not with me. I ain't coming to every 20v1 I've been on. Or I won. Every single one I've been on so far, I'm on the street. I won. I never got popped and never out. I won. I walked off with somebody. I was the last one that got picked. I don't want to be around them ratchet shit because the last one I heard him on somebody shit was fighting with the uptown.
So
downtown.
so even though it's for the clout, Even though, oh, that's what they was scrapping at that
Yeah,
one.
well, uptown, downtown, the old
Damn,
dude, yeah.
that's really.
But he made a post about, you know, he finna stop trying to do shit.
Yeah, I seen a post, but I ain't know it was with him.
Yeah, that was that one. Like everybody's like, "They all fighting over this old ass nigga." I'm like, I dropped the picture in the comment. Like, I should have been fighting over me. Shit, if I was there, at least I look good.
What's Skimbo say?
I ain't never see. I ain't never get back on it and check. I be posting little comments and pictures and shit, and then just get off. I just want people to see my shit.
For sure.
Run my engagements up.
Damn.
I'm always on Facebook doing some shit.
Okay. So how do you? What do you just agree to all of them if they come out to you, or do you pick and choose which ones you
It
do?
depends. If I ain't working with nobody that looks sketchy, I am the breadwinner. I ain't going around nobody that may be sketchy that might be on some BS with. If I'm the breadwinner, you got to protect your assets at all costs. So I'm gonna be around people that I trust.
For sure.
Because if I'm going on camera, I want to look presentable. I got to be camera ready. I got to get in character.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm going around somebody and finna do some film, it got to be somebody that I trust. Because people be jealous of me. I ain't gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't trying to go nowhere where I could potentially put myself in danger or any of that if I don't know you.
For sure. Now, man, we're gonna start slowly getting into the meat and potatoes, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's been busting, you know what I'm saying, since you left, man. So we're gonna start here, man. Let's start with you, man. We're gonna start with the drip man himself, man. Let's start with the fit, man. What you got on right now, man?
And see, every time I come, I'ma come with something custom on. You know, like they always say, an LV jacket, 120 on them, LV cap, 45, coin pouch, 15. See, that's the only real belt I own, the LV belt. This one was 600. And you can tell LV belts are real because it's after every 5 boxes, the LV logo was there. LV only made this one with the brown buckle. So this is the only real piece I got on. Everything else, Amiri jeans, $80. High top Rivolis, $120. Hair, priceless. Drip check, wristwatch. What they say, $1.9 million Patek, iced out, moissanite. I married myself 4 times, so I got 8 carats on the wrist. These are $3,000 each. I bought these recently, like a month ago. Custom LV turtleneck. I made this a couple years ago. Again, I made this by hand. I'm still doing clothes. Custom ATL piece. Got to represent home. Dirty South, you hear me? Custom YRN piece. I had this made a month ago. Represent, that way. Finally got my cluster necklace back after like 2 years after I lost this motherfucker at Pride 2 years ago because the motherfucker was tugging on me and it fell and I ain't know. Another Cuban 1500. That's pretty much, my bracelets, tennis bracelets, use 500 each. 500 on a risky because it's cold, like it's snowing. The snowman, biatch.
All right, Mango. All right, so you did just throw that out there, man. I gotta ask you about it because you did go viral for that. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying, and it ain't no diss track to none of the LGBT community. You know what I'm saying? But you did go viral at Pride. You know what I'm saying?
With some buzz. Why y'all record me while you in the car? I kept just talking.
But you a celebrity, man.
So, I'm minding my business.
You a celebrity, man. So
and that's at the worst possible time too.
So what's it like, you know what I'm saying, when it being that the camera's always on you, man? What's it like, man?
I didn't know how serious it was until I seen that. Like people really be recording. I remember people used to record me without me looking, but I at least see somebody.
That's how you came up. You supposed to know.
I'm used to that because they in the vicinity. But I'm thinking you in the streets in the car. And out of all the stuff I done did that day, that's what you record? I was on all them hoes. You ain't recording none of that. I was on hoes all day. Nobody filmed none of that. But as soon as that bullshit happened, oh, come on, bro. It's not what y'all think. It looks like what it is, but it's not what you think. I really couldn't get up out of that. That was following me for about 4 months.
So when you say follow me, so what's it like? You studying, notifications going crazy.
Yeah, and every time I get on Supposedly, we caught you at Pride with the training juking on you, let that boy do that to you. I ain't let nobody do shit. They still saying it to this day. They will not let that go. Like that's one thing you cannot get off your background. Gay shit, gay allegations is hard to get off. It's not because it look like when you see the video, it do look like what they saying, but it's not that. For sure. Like you didn't got the motherfucking number, you let them juke on you. I ain't let the motherfucker do nothing. She was drunk. She even apologized to her when I went on Skinbone live feed like the next few days later. She called in and cleared it up, saying she was drunk. She do that to everybody. It wasn't like that. So I really couldn't get up out of that.
Mm.
That shit was following me for months.
Yeah. Did it fuck with like your psyche and shit? Like did it like did you
hoes
like
wanna
deal with
fuck with me.
depression and shit? Like was
It
you
wasn't. It ain't never that serious. I'm used to motherfuckers talking about me. It ain't the first time I'm put some gay jokes on me. Motherfuckers been talking about me for 13 years. So I'm used to that. That's how it came up.
Mhm.
But still, I'm mad because no hoes didn't want to fuck with me after that. Once they see that shit, like, oh yeah, you always on some gay shit, or you always get this and that. Just because I'm cool with the trans community, I'm not transphobic. That's why a lot of motherfuckers mad because I didn't react how they would react.
Yeah, this ain't no diss track to the LGBT.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I got a whole bunch of friends and a bunch of cool people. They real cool people. They don't really do nothing to me. They don't disrespect me.
I just wanted to get your reaction, you know what I'm saying, for going viral, you know what I'm saying, for that, you know what I'm
was
saying.
just asked, what was that, yesterday? I said, are you going back this year? Yes.
So
To do the same shit I always do. Film a music video. And just say, why? Because it's hundreds of hoes out there, ass just popping. Why wouldn't I use all that free promo? Because if I'm shooting a music video by myself anywhere else, 9 times out of 10, they going to want you to pay them. But nah, I ain't doing that because they out there for free. And they going to shake their ass.
But Mango, what they tell you is all the main hoes, though.
That's man.
It's a lot of hoes out there.
It is. It ain't as many. It's not as many those as you think. I know. I go every year, so I know where they at. They got their own section down Halsted. They do. The gayest part is down Halsted. I don't really be over there. I'm on the other side. Right when you get off the red line, I mean, it'd be a little bit of them across the street at the bottom. And that's about it. All the other rest of the strips, that's the hoes and niggas. I know where they be at. I studied this shit. So I've been enough to know where to go and where not to go at a certain time. I know the times and all that.
Damn.
So yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I go every year because it's free promo. See, with the women.
So the first time you went, you just went by yourself. Like that'd be a good idea to get free promo and just went down there with your
the first time with the speaker, I always do that because that's how I self promote myself because I'm the music man. Usually with a crowd of motherfuckers.
Did you have the speaker before the Uptown Downtown dude?
Hell yeah, I've had the speaker since I think before I had kids. I've been doing the speaker. It grew in variations because it used to be in a little.
I ain't never seen you do the karaoke shit, but he be busting out.
You talking about with the microphone and shit? I got the microphone. The microphone came
walk in doing his song and shit.
Oh, I thought about that. But I'm like, who the fuck gonna film that? I need somebody to film that shit.
I will.
I do some shit like that. Just walking through a store and just say whatever I need to say and then do it. Hell yeah, I think about this shit all the time when I got my speaker.
Turn up.
I just ain't got nobody to film this shit.
Hell yeah.
Like I say, film is on my mind 24/7.
That's easy.
Skits and all type of shit. I just need people around me that's gonna do it.
For sure. Now, man, still talking about going viral and being viral, man. We could talk about, you know what I'm saying, the last time, you know what I'm saying, we went viral, man, on some, you know what I'm saying, you just doing you being yourself, man, you dropping gems, dropping knowledge, you know what I'm saying?
Somebody just told me that 2 weeks ago when I was in Atlanta. Like, I was just watching him. Like, you be saying some real shit. All over the country.
Dropping gems, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I was surprised you even, like, categorized, you know what I'm saying? You was like, this is real, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, what's real at this point, you know what I'm saying? And even before I go there, you know what I'm saying? Do you sell, like, your clothes? Like, when you make, like, Louis V turtleneck, do you sell that shit? You should sell that shit, Joe.
I don't sell the stuff that's custom to me because I don't want everybody looking like me. If it's some shit that I get, that's on the website, some shit that I just know how to stitch up, I sell that every now and then because that's a very tedious process.
Man, make you an Etsy page, man. You got little Mango fans want to dress like Mango.
Then I don't feel like I'd be unique because every time somebody be like, yeah, just dress within your budget or just wear some jeans as a t-shirt. I don't want to look like everybody on the corner. So if I'm unique to myself, dressed down how I'm dressed, ain't nobody dressing like this. Right. I don't want other people dressing like me because I do this to stand out away from them.
Okay. So are you not buying designer at all?
Yeah, I do. Not the real shit though.
But you bought what made you buy the real belt?
It was hard. It's hard to find a replica like this. The actual one. I got all the other ones, but it's hard to find one like that. Cause
that's a hell of an investment too.
They probably got it somewhere. I just didn't know where the places I be shopping is hard to find that without having to put it together. And I ain't feel like doing that, so I just bought the real one. This was a while ago, years ago. This is before I started doing the stuff that I'm doing now.
Right.
Before I was as knowledgeable as I was, so I was just buying it just because I had the money to. But now, do I look back and regret that shit? Yeah. If I'm paying $600 for a belt, for when I get the same one for $30.
True. And now speaking of that, you know what I'm saying? as of recently in the news, man, with Trump going crazy with his tariffs, man, China acting crazy. So like in response to the tariffs, China, you know what I'm saying, try to start dropping shit. So it'd be like, y'all don't want to buy shit from us, but y'all really buying it from us anyway, cause that shit that y'all ban. And I want to say, I forget the one that they put specifically. Whatever one made in Italy, I'm sure they were like that shit made in China, on bro.
Really, a lot of that
And
shit.
they'll just put that shit together in China, and they won't put the handle on it.
I know that's
And send it to Italy. And when they get to Italy, they'll put the handle on it, and then say it's made in Italy.
Contracts with them.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying people who don't know this stuff, like I've actually been overseas to the factories and stuff that make it, because I took Chinese in high school, so my Chinese teacher I visited her a couple of times, so I've been to the places where they actually make this stuff at the factories. You have to talk to these people. They know what they talking about. They know what's going on. I'm talking about LV ain't got no factories in China. LV ain't made in China. China got all the materials. That's why all these companies are buying the materials from in bulk, wholesale. They get it from there. So they piece the stuff together, then they ship it out, they outsource it through these countries, and they put their little spin on it, and then that's how they can legally say that it came from these countries. Because they don't want the contract don't say from China.
Mm-hmm.
They get their materials from China.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how they work. And trust me, I know, because I done talked to a bunch of plant managers and seen the places where they make this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the stuff I wear, it's not considered fake clothes. It's called unauthorized clothing. Let me tell y'all what the difference between fake clothing and unauthorized clothing is. Walk with me here. Okay, let's just say a plant is open from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pumping out the regular stuff. And then after hours, somebody come in, a plant manager that don't even make like $100,000 a year, and that plant manager offers somebody, let's run these factories till 8 o'clock to 2 in the morning. So everything that's made after production hours is categorized as unauthorized clothing, because it's not authorized to be sold by the dealer, because it was made out of production hours. So the stuff is not fake. It's just not sold by the dealer because they don't have permission to make it. Or if it do, it has stitching and flaws in it. So the stuff that's sold that didn't make quality control and didn't pass inspection is the stuff that I order from my vendors. So they're getting it directly from the factories. So it's the same stuff. It's just not in the stores, and was just not on the website. It's unauthorized because they're not authorized to sell it for real. So it's not fake clothing if I'm wearing stuff that's made out of the same damn material. Because they talking about like cheap jeans. These are the same material you make Levi's out of. The t-shirt, the same shit that you wear a Hanes t-shirt or a Nike t-shirt. It's cotton. I ain't never seen a fake piece of cotton. How can you fake cotton? It's only made one way. It's all made in the same factories, with the same materials, with the same fabrics. Just sold by a third party. So in case you gotta educate people. Let me learn you a little something. I actually know about the fashion stuff. So niggas out there who just be talking, who got all the money, y'all see we gotta buy the real stuff. All y'all good for is just spending money. That's all you know. You don't know fashion like I do. I know how to stitch this stuff and put it together. I know how to make clothes. I know how to do this with my hand. Fashion ain't your, they ain't your, stay in your lane. Mm-hmm. Fashion world ain't a bunch of y'all lanes. I took years to study this shit. I came out in like 2013. I used to staple clothes. I used to staple my stuff on.
Is there any luxury Chinese brands?
I don't think so. They probably do, but I just don't. Nobody don't pay attention to it because it's not name brand like the rest of the stuff. Well, everything we make come from China. Everything that we use come from China. So if I get an iPhone 12, it came from China. I'm gonna say I got a fake iPhone because it came from China. They make everything.
Right.
They good at it.
Yeah, for sure.
Just like Mexicans, shit, they clean everything. They good at it.
Now, with the clothes, you know what I'm saying? And I know we talked about it plenty of times, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, for the new viewers and the new listeners and the new people on the live, they'd be like, man, Joe, why don't you just buy regular clothes then?
These are regular clothes. It just got a name on it. I hate when people be saying that. Just buy what you can afford, or just buy regular clothes. So just because it got a name on it, it qualifies as not regular no more. It don't make sense if it's made out of the same stuff. And then they talking about buy what you can afford. Man, it takes $8 to make a fucking $400 t-shirt. Anybody can afford it. So if I'm buying the fake version will cost the same price. If I'm buying it for $30, I am buying what I can afford because it only costs $8 to make. So people don't get that when they say just buy it. If I can't afford it, then I ain't gonna buy it. Everybody can afford this stuff because it's cheap to make. Once it gets to USA and all that, they just put the tax on it, 400% more. Now everybody can afford it.
Now people combat you and they be like, But the cheaper stuff, the quality is less type shit. Like you probably be like motherfucker be like you probably watch that shit like 10 times and then it's over
Fall
with. You know
apart.
what I'm saying? So is that
Now, for
true
people
or
who say
is
stuff,
that a
yeah,
myth?
yeah, okay, for people who say that type of stuff, some of it is. That's not all of it. That's not the one-on-ones. That's not the super clones. That's something that people who work in the plant, who got their own little production part in their basement or something, they get a few materials because they know how to make it. That's something that they make third party. That's something else. That's not the same stuff. If it don't come from the same factory, then it has a high chance of falling apart and being terrible quality because it's not the same products that you're getting from this actual company. That's just a few independent people who just probably making that shit in their basement. So yes, don't get confused with terrible quality stuff with one-on-one quality because you got a bunch of bags and a bunch of clothes you put them right next to each other. You won't be able to tell unless you look on the inside or this and that.
Hmm.
That's different than the shit that be falling apart. Everything is not made the same in the same place.
Have you ever bumped into somebody with the same designer on and they might have a real one and you got like some homemade stuff on?
I wouldn't know.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't know.
For sure.
I wouldn't. That's what I'm saying. If you stand,
No, I mean you would know because you a fashion.
I wouldn't know the difference between it's real is that because it looks the same unless it's like
You know the difference. You know the difference.
no, I don't.
You know fashion, right?
Yeah.
So you know the
But
difference.
it's hard for me to tell because I know what I'm wearing. Now, if I was wearing the BS, then yeah, like people say, you can tell just by looking. Some that's if you've been buying it long enough and you see some real BS,
Yeah.
you can tell.
Right.
So I done seen some real BS, and that's some shit that's
Like the beauty supply shit.
that, and then the shit that it's a misprint. The name's not even right.
Right.
Like Dior, some of them say Diop and
Right.
Do.
Michael Jordan fat.
Yeah,
type
that
shit.
like those you could tell.
Yeah.
But the quality 101 A1 clones and unauthorized, I can't tell.
For sure.
Especially when I'm in Atlanta, everybody fly. Cause I know we get this stuff from. A lot of people probably is really getting this shit from the store. I can't tell. I don't know.
He
I'm
said
assuming
everybody.
everybody flying Atlanta because we got a bunch of discount malls down there. So I'm just gonna assume if you fly, this way you shop at. Some of them probably be like, oh yeah, I got this from the boutique or I got it from online. I wouldn't be able to tell because the discount malls sell the same thing. I ain't looking at it to be like, oh yeah, let me see it. I don't care where you got it from.
So the place like where they got like the stuff at the discount mall, this is like it be people up there just like openly shopping.
Yes.
and stuff.
Man, look, folks that know Atlanta who know the discount malls, I'm in a bunch of Facebook groups, a bunch of Atlanta groups. They know what's going on. Every time I post a picture, they're like, Old National's Finest. That's the name of one of the malls out there, the Old National Discount Mall. I love that place. I done spent tens of thousands in these places. That's why my vendors are black. So I ain't making nobody else rich. I ain't making no foreigners rich when I can make my own people rich. These are black people I'm buying these clothes from. Man, them places stay packed. That's what I'm saying. Folks be sleeping on these discount malls with these fake clothes, but they stay packed. Them motherfuckers make thousands a day.
Now, with people making comments and saying stuff about how you choose to carry your wardrobe, do you ever get discouraged about how you carry yourself and be like, man, let me just go get a Nike Tech, man. Let me go a jogging suit, man. Let me
See it. Only time you ever see me wear non-branded clothes is in my real life when I'm not online. Other than that, no pictures on me online exist. We wearing regular clothes. You ain't gonna see it.
what the fuck do you do in your real life? Shit.
Shit, I'm in the house and being a daddy. When I'm
them was pajamas, nigga. You talking about?
I'm wearing like regular jogging pants, a regular t-shirt, tank tops, some slides. I'm wearing regular clothes. People, but I don't post that side. I don't use social media to motivate and inspire. I get on here to play a character. That's what I'm getting on here to do. So unless you know me in real life, you seen me dress regular, you will never see it. I get online to play a character. But I wear regular stuff, little name, no name brand stuff, t-shirts, joggers, slides. I wear that stuff, but not when I'm online.
Now, if you don't mind me asking, let me ask you this, man. What do your children think of your character?
I mean, they kids, so they just know their daddy love them. That's all they need to know.
Do they know about the character?
No.
Okay.
I mean, no. Only today I'll say something like when they watching the TV, they say, there, your song then came on because it's linked to the YouTube, so my song or something come on. They'll see that, but as far as all of this, they don't know about this, which is good because I don't expose them to it. I mean, I'm myself when I'm with them, but, I dress them down too, but it don't really be too much of press when I'm around them for them to be knowing what's going on. People still stop to see me. I always want to take pictures. I'm like, nah, because I'm with the kids right now. So they see it, but I know they don't comprehend what it is. They don't understand that. I want to expose them to that type of lifestyle. Just let kids be kids.
Okay, for sure, for sure. Now, man, another thing I want to ask you about, man. I want to ask you about like what do you consider yourself? You know what I'm saying? If you had to put a label on it, do you consider yourself a comedian, an entertainer, an influencer, a deal, a wide jewelry
Entertainer.
dealer? Like,
Entertainer.
mm,
I'm all of that, but if I can sum it down to one word, entertainer.
mm,
That's why I tell people I'm in the entertainment industry. Because I used to tell people I'm a recording artist because that was my passion at first. But now since I do all of that in one, I'm an entertainer. So I've been in the entertainment industry for 13 years.
mm. Now, being in the entertainment industry, what are some of the biggest hurdles that you face? You know what I'm saying in the entertainment industry?
Knowing who to trust and who not to trust. And sometimes being discouraged
Mm,
because I see people, doing real well that got a bunch of people behind them. And I get discouraged like Uncle Hank and them. Like that, that's used to tie me up a lot, seeing that they like this. And
mm,
I always wanted to be part of that. But
mm,
I can't be upset because I didn't come up around them like that.
mm,
I didn't blow up with them,
mm,
but I blew up with them on the side. I wasn't in their little group.
mm,
So sometimes I do get discouraged because if I had a team of people like that around me, I'd be way further than I am now.
mm,
It'll be shit, even worse.
mm. Now, why haven't you built a team? You've been in it for 13 years. You know what I'm
Trust
saying?
people. That's just me outside of the character. Just
I'm pretty sure
my
you've
life in general.
assembled something before. I'm pretty sure you had a cameraman or a
Yeah, but
stylist or a publicist, and
people veer off though. It's just like my real family. See, like my siblings and shit. Like, we were close like this when we was little, but then as you get older or time goes on, people split apart. That's
mm-hmm,
just what I'm used to in my life. Shit, not always working out.
mm-hmm,
So I feel like I always felt like shit. I'm hoping ain't true, but if it is, then I'll be okay with it. I might die alone,
mm.
and I'm okay with that.
Nah, you ain't gonna die. All these 20v1s you doing, you gonna find some one
That's
day.
that's that's, that's I use
I'm just
entertainment to
talking
hide a
shit,
lot
Joe.
of stuff.
What's good?
I use the entertainment to hide a lot of stuff that go on in my personal life that people will never know.
Mm,
I use entertainment to cope.
yeah, for
It
sure.
ain't always pieces of cream. I ain't always this jolly, fun looking guy that they see online. My real life, I got real life
You
problems.
said they never know. You ain't gonna write a book or nothing. You ain't never gonna.
And I wrote books when I was little, but I don't know. I found a way to get it out eventually.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not really used to
Yeah, for sure.
expressing my feelings.
Yeah,
I don't know how to do that. I didn't have a mother.
type shit you got to get up out of you,
That's
bro.
why balance
That shit ain't good for your health, Joe.
balance is needed. That's why I try to do what I do for my kids. It sucks that my other ones don't have a mother, but
Yeah,
kids really need that balance, that mother and that daddy
yeah, for sure.
all I had was a male growing up, so all I got is the male perspective.
Yeah,
I had a mama and all that. Then she would have taught me that emotional side. You
yeah,
heard, niggas that been raised by their mamas and grandmas be too emotional, they be
yeah,
too sensitive and all that. That's because that mother side really can't teach you that. I
yeah,
didn't have a mother,
yeah,
really had grandma, so I didn't have that side of me.
yeah.
That's why I'm terrible with women.
It all
Honest.
depends, man. It all
I'm
depends.
terrible at treating women the way I treat them. I don't know how to love for real. I
Mm-hmm.
learned it on my own from the streets.
Mm-hmm. Damn, man. What do you wanna treat a woman? Do you wanna settle down and get
I do.
a house, a picket fence, and a dog? And shit?
Dude, man, it's hard for me to do mentally because I don't know how I want to, but I don't know how to express it. I wasn't taught that. Like once you get to a certain age, I feel like you should already know this shit, or I feel like it might be just too late. I ain't saying it is, but
Mm-hmm.
hopefully as I get older, like
Right.
pushing 40 type shit, but hopefully.
You gotta read some books, man. Just read some books, man.
But now this dating generation nowadays is
Yeah, Joe. You
hey,
gotta
so I
get
ain't
away from you in some you in
ain't
two cities where you don't need to be dating in them cities. You don't need to be. Well, I ain't
even
even.
that. I travel, so I go to different
Right.
places.
You need to
Just
be rural areas on, bro. Somebody
even that's man, look, social media done ruined a whole lot of stuff.
for sure.
Social media done ruined a lot of stuff, especially with women. That's why the women can do whatever they want to do. Feminist movement, BS, all type. They got more options now. So for a relationship to work, the woman gotta like the man way more than he like her. Cause now social media has her thinking she got way more options, which she do. So if you
Yeah.
like her more than she like you, it ain't gonna work. Cause she always could do better. She has to seek your validation. Cause if she don't, she's gonna leave. That's how women are opportunists.
Yeah, that's true.
And with social media and OnlyFans and these celebrity lifestyles, people really be thinking that's reality, that this is what they deserve. The bottom of the totem pole, 304s, OnlyFans models really be thinking they deserve the top guys. Like they got access to the same type of guys that women who pure supposed to have. Like why y'all shouldn't be competing for the same type of men. Y'all ain't even in their league.
Yeah, they don't though. On shorty, I don't think shorty. I don't think it's quite like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like uh uh it's it's shit. It's plenty shit. I feel like I shit pick and choose shit on bro. On
I mean, if
shorty.
you him, yeah, you definitely got options, but
On shorty.
most dudes is invisible to most women.
On bro.
Average women don't like average guys. Unless you him, you really popping, yeah, they ain't gonna be attracted to you.
Bro. So what we gonna catch Mango on Tinder? We gonna catch Mango on Facebook dating
I
app,
ain't doing
man.
none of them. I didn't try it. I've seen the promised land. I do not want to go back. No sir.
Oh yeah. So you
Yes.
don't even want to go. You don't. That ain't what you want.
I mean, if to get myself right mentally,
Mm,
I know what the dating game like.
mm,
I'm very popular. I'm a ladies' man.
mm,
A lot of women are at me, and I've dibbed and dabbed and seen what the dating pool is like.
mm,
I don't like it.
for sure.
I don't like it. I may have my little fun here and there, but as far as cuffing,
Mm,
wife, and it's only one person that I would ever consider for that.
mm,
My last daughter's mother.
mm,
That's about it.
mm,
Only person I didn't did a whole lot of shit for. I don't think I can. She's not replaceable.
mm. Well, that sound like shit. It sound like you got a plan. Shit.
Yeah,
On
but I
bro.
don't. I don't. I don't appreciate her.
Mm,
And that's my problem. I don't appreciate her. I know she probably watching it, and that's cool because it's my first time ever speaking publicly about letting people know who she is. But as we said before the show, you're gonna learn how to start being honest. That's something I struggle with. I gotta learn how to start being honest.
but you will appreciate her though because you know what you need to do.
I know she's the one.
Yeah.
But if I keep fucking up, then that's gonna be on me, which I'm really not trying to do. But all I know how to do is be me. I'm gonna fuck
Yeah.
up. You never know what you got until it's gone, type shit.
Yeah.
I
True.
did some shit to her recently that what she literally could have left me.
Yeah.
Literally
Yeah, man.
made it work. So
Now, so what's the goal then? What's the goal? You know what I'm saying for you for you in the entertainment industry?
my goal is to at least be retired by 40.
Mm.
That's what I want. I'm gonna be retired by 40.
Retire. So you don't be doing this. You don't be doing this.
I mean,
You want to do
I'm
this
gonna
for
be more-
life?
I'm gonna be
You
more.
don't want to do
behind
this
the
till you
scenes.
die?
I'm gonna be more behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
So people already been knowing who I am for a decade, being in front of the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Once I didn't, I done already. If I accumulate like 20 years of that, that's enough being in front of the camera. Now let me go ahead spread awareness on how other people can do this.
Mm-hmm.
Let me start a film crew. Let me start shooting videos and movies and TV series. I want to do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Let me expand my creativeness. So I really want to learn the technology world. Like doing what you do, I love to do this if I knew how to do this shit.
Oh man, you could be a what they call it? You can intern on bro.
I need to.
I got some shit for you on bro on shorty.
All I got because I'm a fast learner. So if I sit and watch somebody do something, I can pick up on it.
I had told you about it. Before we're gonna talk about it though. But yeah, let's get into the jury for you slide, man. So the jury, man, the jury game is crazy. It's crazy. I actually interviewed a jeweler for I interviewed a jeweler for Mob Ties. He the jeweler for Mob Ties. He make all the Mob Ties chains on bro. And he was like, he had showed me some chain. He had showed me a chain that a rapper was wearing. He was like, bro, all these was flawless diamonds. That chain would be like $5 million on his neck, bro. He was like, it's a game. It's a game. You know what I'm saying?
These people don't know Jerry for real. Diamonds are not as rare as people making it seem. That's just controlled. They got all access to that. That's why I ain't wearing diamonds. Why would I tell y'all before? I'm Mr. Moissanite King. You hear me? It's good.
Now,
Shine just as good as a diamond. As the diamond tester.
now, I say that to say this. How many artists you know what I'm saying? Like you proudly, you know what I'm saying? You not proud, I wouldn't say proud, but you let people know
I proudly
what it is, you know what I'm saying? How many artists you know got the same shit you got but flaws on shorty? Like, or you just don't.
industry.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I've been around a lot of artists personally, but I ain't gonna drop no names. I don't wanna get sued. I've been around a lot of celebrities who ain't wearing what they say they supposed to be wearing. But I understand it though. I'm not mad at them because their job is to sell an image. That's my job. That's why before, if I was ever lying about saying it was this and that, with the drip check I did with Lowdown a while ago back at the mall, of course I'm just saying that for context. 'Cause my job is to sell an image, but I know what's really going on. So I ain't mad. It's the half the industry's doing that. Half the industry shit rented. It ain't theirs. They got brand deals. It's Moissanite. It ain't all. That's okay. Well, if you know the industry, you know the music industry and the entertainment industry, you understand that. So if you're not in that industry, then you're not gonna understand. You really gonna be thinking, oh, these people really could afford this. No, they can't. No, they can't. That's why I'm being real. Because I don't care about it. I'm not as famous as they is. So if they ever was to come out and be like they win this and that, they know their fan base will drop off. And know their sales will go down. So that's why the industry, they can't reveal that type of stuff. They can't say what they really ran. They can't say what's really going on because they know their fan base is dwindle. They're going to lose money. And record labels put a lot of money into these people. So they doing that. You getting dropped. And now you owe because you told the truth.
Now, with the Moissanite licks, does it like do it get rusty? You gotta clean it?
I mean, I would say all jewelry you clean after a while if you wear it a couple times, but it don't turn green. None of that. It's made up of literally the same components of a diamond. If a diamond's on the scale of they got this up to 10, Moissanite is like a 9.8. It's about the closest thing to a diamond that you can have. Which is why that's what I prefer, and for a fraction of the cost. Because you're not losing out on your money as far as investment. You buy a jewelry piece, it depreciates a whole lot more once you walk out that store with that thing. Now you can't really get shit back for it. But if you do it with a Moissanite piece, you're not looking for it as an investment. You're not losing out on money trying to sell it because you don't need to sell it. Spend $2,000 on a Moissanite piece, that's cool. But if you spend $15,000 on a custom pendant, you try to sell it back, they're gonna give your ass $5,000 for it. So now you just lost $10,000. So which one would you rather lose, $10,000 or $2,000? I pick the $2,000. Keep the Moissanite piece, and they ain't trying to sell it just for me. Buy stuff because you like it, not because you're trying to look at it for an investment, and not because you're trying to sell it.
Now, how do you feel when you post your jewelry or your watches and people in the comments be like fake, or they tag fake watch busters, or they tag the other watch page? What's the vibes when you see stuff like that?
I'm used to. I can't be mad because that's the image I put out there first. If I was to, if I came out a whole different way, like toned down, like a lot of people told me I should, like you could pass it off if you didn't wear it all at once. So if I came out and just came regular or plain, then I could pass it off. But me, I ain't mad that they gonna keep saying that. They gonna keep saying it. I want them to keep saying it because they mean they watching me. And they always gonna say, "Oh, hey, at least you got that shit on."
And then that's why obviously, you know what I'm saying. A lot of publicity, good publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, as long as you watching.
Cause it's some motherfuckers on that watch page, Jordan.
Yeah, that's why I say fake Watchbuster himself reached out to me. This is around the same.
That's what I said. That's some more.
Like this man actually talked to me and told me he could put me in tune with the real stuff if I wanted.
Some stars on that page, you know what I'm saying? Like
that's what
little
I'm saying.
baby, like it's motherfuckers on there, bro.
People didn't see me and then commented on me, and I done been on the Shade Room, World Star.
That's what I said.
I
be trying to get back on there, bro.
Yeah, keep on talking about me because my shit gonna get shared around. Somebody gonna see it, and I had so many opportunities to reach out and network and work with these type of people because of the stuff that I'm doing. What I'm doing is an investment. So I'm spending money on all this because I know people gonna have something to say about it. I know they're gonna engage with it. I know what the internet like. I know what the people want. When you in the entertainment industry, you have to know how to work your crowd like a comedian. I know the people want to see some bullshit. Like I said, the Chinese shit trending right now. That's right up my alley. Yeah, this is my time to shine because that's me. All the shit that they saying, now everybody coming out. You been telling us this. Why y'all always shaming him all this time? You was being honest and telling y'all. Now more eyes is on me.
I mean, they low key kind of always been trying to tell us, like when they like growing up, they were like, man, motherfuckers in the sweatshop making Jordans, you know what I'm saying? They making Jordans for 50 cents.
Yeah, that's what I've heard that shit before. Like
true story, bro.
Like kids and doing all that the labor.
Whole time, true story, bro.
It really was.
FUBU shit, they was like FUBU in the sweat in the sweat factories, bro.
It really was. But people don't believe it until social media tell them, which is crazy.
Bro, yeah.
Social media really got people's brains.
Yeah, and that's like people will tell me some shit that they ran on social media. It'll be like some news shit. They be like, yeah, Russia just did this. I'd be like, bro, did you read the source of that shit? They read the source and
make sure it's credible.
Right. I'm sure I'd be like, bro, you gotta read who posting, who sharing that shit.
Y'all believe in anything. Social media really got people brains fried. I've been telling people this same shit for years. Now it's viral and trending. Once they actually say it, now everybody want to come show me some love. Like, yeah, bro, you were saying the same. Y'all knew that. Y'all knew that.
Let me ask you this, Mango. Have you ever had to tuck your chains in or
Hell yeah.
Anybody made or took your chain?
Hell yeah, I had to tuck this before. Sometimes. I ain't stupid now. I'm smart, but I ain't stupid.
Sure.
I know
Well,
where and where not to do it at.
yeah. Well, give us one example. What was you at and what happened? Motherfuckers walked in looking like,
That's what I'm saying. You got to know your surroundings.
bro.
Yeah, if I'm outside on the west side or the south side, and I know like I'm gonna keep my shit zipped up. You ain't gonna know what's under there.
Mm.
I say it feel weird to come outside with nothing on, depending on what I'm finna go do.
Mm.
But if I'm just outside running a little errand, I'm gonna throw a little something on, some BS I don't care about, just in case somebody do try it. Like, yeah, I put on something disposable.
No, I mean like you already got that shit on, like it's already out. Then you see like
I'm trying to see when.
motherfucking Debo getting on the train. You like, oh shit,
I'm
Debo.
trying to see when the last time people been eyeing me, because I try to watch my surroundings, but I try not to pay attention.
Then not only with the jewelry, like you can tuck that shit in if you want to.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers still know you mango.
But they know what I'm known for,
Right.
which is why that's a blessing to me. Because people say, like what you said, people keep saying that on the jury, oh, it's fake.
But even
That's
if
cool.
even if you know shit, the Moissanite, that shit,
I just started.
Moissanite chains is still 2,000 thousands.
Man, I just started popping out with those. I just really ain't been posting that type of shit. 'Cause, you do that,
Like I ain't trying to.
put a target on your back.
Right, I ain't trying to put a target on your back or nothing, man. But you know that shit
you
ain't
gonna-
cheap.
yeah,
That shit ain't cheap
you ain't gonna
neither.
catch me outside with
The
that shit.
Moissanite ain't cheap
It
neither.
ain't, but you ain't gonna catch me outside with that. Unless I'm really, if I'm in a car. Unless I really going somewhere where I know where I'm going. If I'm outside regular on the streets,
I was looking at some Moissanite shit on that shit was thousands of
Ain't
dollars.
cheap.
Wasn't none of it under 1,000 that I was looking at on bro.
I say these little custom pieces that I done made. I done documented the journey on Facebook and all that, going around different malls in Atlanta.
Which
trying to
one's
find
custom?
these. All both these pieces. It
The-
took some days to make.
The ATL one that ain't custom. You ain't make that though.
This is custom. These are separate letters because at first it was a different L. These motherfucking Moissanite pieces, they cost motherfucker about $500 a letter.
You made that.
Depending on
You made that.
my jeweler made it.
Okay.
I got some pieces I made at home, but this I just got in tune with this because I'm just not starting to pop out with big Moissanite pieces. Small little shit I used to.
Yeah, y'all need to
That
make you
that silver.
91.
Yeah, but
Sure.
it's cool because they gave me a deal.
Yeah.
They gave me a deal on it. Cause that's what Boosie shop at.
Mm.
Now all in Atlanta.
Now, do you ever see yourself giving up? You know what I'm saying? Wearing the jewelry.
Probably, I don't know if it's just a phase right now, just because of the industry that I'm in.
Mm.
Probably as I get older, I ain't gonna give a shit about it.
Mm.
As I really turn to unk now, older. It's probably just a phase right now because this is what I do for a living. But I don't know. I really do think I will phase out of it though.
Okay.
I ain't gonna be doing this shit forever. I don't want to be fucking 58 still. I mean, I ain't probably gonna look bad when I'm 58, but if I did, I ain't gonna want to be 58 still, trying to act like I'm fucking 30.
Yeah, 58. That's
Act my damn age, shit.
a minute.
I wanna age gracefully. I want to hang this up at some point. That's why I say I want to retire by the time I'm 40. I'll be behind the screens. Behind the screens, I ain't got to do all that no more because I got 20 years of experience of people knowing who I am. I done did it already. I lived the dream.
Now, before we get up out of here, man, tell us some pieces that you want to grab, man. Some of that's on your bucket list, man, that you got to grab before.
Type of piece like jewelry or
jewelry, clothes.
I mean, yeah, as far as jewelry, I definitely want another piece like this big that say YRN on it. Definitely that.
How many YRNs you gonna get, shorty?
Because I'm that. Ain't no more YRN, so they gotta live through me.
You gonna have like 3 YRN chains at the
That
same
ain't enough.
time.
Yeah, that ain't enough. I want all. Like I want different sizes and different all that.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I'm definitely gonna be heavy on that because, like I said, the Migos wave is dead. But if people still want that,
Yeah, that shit
look,
dead. I mean, no disrespect to the.
it is. It is. I know what you mean, but it definitely is. But I'm trying to put on. I got to be the voice of Atlanta for sure. The Migos ran it for over about a decade. Now they disbanded, split up. RP take off. So now when people think of Migos, I'm the only person they think of from years ago. So if they want that sound and that look, they can still get it through me.
Why y'all ain't keep that shit going that you and Skimbo and them did when they had Drew and the other lookalikes? Y'all should have. You and the lookalike should have.
I think
y'all should have kept that going, Joe.
He live in Vegas. I've been trying to get his ass out here.
Should have just made a series just of y'all, just the lookalikes.
That's
Just
what
y'all.
I said that. I think
sure.
either Bone said that or Lowdown said that.
That should have go up.
What's the walking like fucking North Riverside and shit, dressed like how we dress.
Yeah.
Boy, that should have turned. It would, cause it's his nigga name. I think he in Florida. He looked just like Offset.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get all three of us together. His name Offset Twin on Instagram. Nigga look just like him.
Motherfucker book y'all on, bro.
I swear to God, that's what I said. He kind of do music a little bit, but Takeoff, his name Take Down.
Yeah.
That's his name. Take Down. I don't think he really do music like that. But if it was the case, somebody to book
You
us,
ain't
yeah,
gotta
I'll
do
write out a
music.
song.
You ain't gotta do music on bro.
Right
Y'all
out the
can just
song.
make skits. That shit gonna go up on
All
bro.
that, like I
I'm
said, let's
sure.
bring the Migos back because it's literally 3 motherfuckers alive that look just like them.
Bro. Now,
Them two and me. That's
mhm,
on the bucket list though. I ain't gonna lie, I gotta reach out to them.
yeah, for sure. Now, another thing, and up until this point, you know what I'm saying, since the last time we spoke, you know what I'm saying, I know I've tagged Offset in a couple of our videos, you know what I'm saying. Have you heard from any of the Migos since our last interview?
Wow, since I heard anything from their ass.
Mm,
Yeah, it's just doing their own thing, and I'm okay with that.
mm. 'Cause-
Family is that's how it is in my shit, my closest siblings. We don't talk like that shit. We got our own lives.
mm,
Once they disbanded, it's over with.
mm,
I know the last thing I did, DM both of their asses, I said, I'm gonna keep the group alive through me.
mm,
They both seen it, they read it.
mm,
So that's why I said I guess I gotta keep the group alive through me.
mm.
That's why I'm still the only one rocking the YRN piece and the QC clothes and shit. Like that made me.
Mm.
So I ain't gonna never forget about it.
For sure. Now, you know what I'm saying? Before we go up out of here, man, let's talk about just what you working on right now, what you got coming up, you know what I'm saying? What you got planned. It's finna get hot outside. What's the demo? We gonna be in the A, we gonna be in the shot. What's going on? Ain't nothing like summertime shot, I'm sure.
Definitely be still back and forth. Like I said, I'm from out here. I'll be out here for a week or something. Then back in Atlanta, I'm gone all the time. Folks be checking my page. You know, I'm always on the plane in the airport. I'm always gone. So my plan this summer is definitely to pump more content out.
For sure.
I want to gain the confidence to actually want to talk to people. Because the stuff that I was doing at the mall, like the street interviews, I watched that a lot. Like, it looked cool. But when you actually right there in person and you got to find a group of people, that's weird to me.
Yeah, it's weird to me too. Me too, bro.
I approach, but I feel like that's
Yeah,
weird.
me too.
Even though I know
My bro was gonna do it. I had my brother. He was a perfect. He could talk to anybody.
Yeah, that's how the girl went.
From can of paint. He could talk to anybody. Just walk up to him, start. We was finna start doing it on Central Park and Lake. It's a spot out west to be busting in summertime on Shorty. We was gonna start doing it out
there. I know what you're talking about
on Shorty, but his ass get booked on 4th of July on Shorty. Killed a whole move on Shorty, and then like on Troy, like you can't put anybody in that position. They gotta be. You gotta be good
at that shit. Yeah, that's how I was with the girl, with the Erica chick that was doing that.
You know, in Chicago, motherfucker, dish your ass quick. Like,
yeah,
your goofy ass on.
Long type shit. You may look at some other shit like you try to be funny. She really know how to talk to people.
Motherfucker call you goofy quick.
I gotta summon the courage to actually want to do that because she done put me on with like a camera and shit to get. You can get one for like $250, a little decent one, give me a little tripod so I can do that shit myself.
Yeah,
like get the courage to actually know how to come up to people and talk to them. I don't know how to do that. I'm used to people coming up to me talking to me. I have terrible people skills.
I feel the same way. Me too on Shorty. But you know, when I had stepped outside my box and did that, for the most part, it's been cool.
That's what I'm saying. You kind of better than me at it. When
cool,
you do this shit over east, you talk on the mic and all that. I can't do that at all.
And but you know it get better because the first time out there, you know what I'm saying. I was gonna get on the mic. I literally show started. I gotta say I like.
You choked up a little.
I choked up all the way. I gave it to somebody in the crowd. Like, hell, you a host for me, bro? I'm sure.
I mean, yeah, but you got to do it a couple times.
I'm sure. Then, the second time, then I started like
I gotta get presented opportunities. I
started seeing other people do it. I'm like, I could do that. I'm sure.
First time somebody asked me to host some shit,
my joke's better than that. Let me get up there. I'm sure.
You gotta want to do it. I really want to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Lazy though. I've been saying I want to do a lot of stuff. I just be lazy. I'm doing it.
All right, man. What about the music, man? You really underrated. You underrated. I ain't gonna fly, so you underrated, shorty.
Definitely got to get back to it. I know I've been always thinking like, do I want to go? Even it ain't shit for me, but like $35 to go to the damn studio.
You
Chicago Avenue.
Yeah, you underrated.
I just ain't having the courage to write nothing. I got songs in my head that I want to do. It's just I don't know. I'm getting lazy, man. That's why I say I need a team or some motivation or something. Yeah. I get distracted trying to do too many things at once.
Yeah, for sure. That can definitely happen, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying?
You just stay pumping out music and all.
Yeah.
Stay with 10 new songs that I can use for about a year. I ain't been to the studio since September.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta put a plan behind it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do rollouts, paid promotion. You know what I'm saying? Shows.
Yeah, money ain't nothing for that.
Radio appearances. You know what I'm saying? Podcast appearances.
Yeah, that's what I've been really trying to do.
All that shit. Sure.
Podcast life is taking off
for sure.
Trying to get on as many as I possibly
can. For sure. I think you'll be perfect as a host for my show. I got a show. We've been looking for a third host. Me and my homie Drea. We shoot Thursday.
Yeah, I gotta learn how to host.
We've been looking for a host. It's a show where it's called Unapologetically Nonchalant. We just be up here talking shit, talking about all the random, all the, like one of the topics I sent to her today was I forgot what it was. But it was some good shit. It was some good shit,
Well,
but
yeah, once I get comfortable, yeah, I
yeah.
definitely be able to take off doing that. That's
For
cool.
sure. Well,
That
I think it'd be good exposure, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, you come up here,
big audience.
put that shit on, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, hear you talk about other shit other than, you know what I'm saying? See,
Yeah,
get
I
your
got
opinion
other stuff that I talk
on
about.
world news and politics and
Yeah,
shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So
more useful than just clothes and the way I dress. I
exactly.
know other stuff.
So yeah, I think you'll be good for that position, man.
I be trying to network. I be seeing all of the artists and shit that be
Yeah,
doing the interviews.
for sure.
I be definitely trying to network with they.
Yeah.
I see one. Who is this? You check them out. It's
Bro.
like decent. A lot of I done ran into at a bunch of events and shit, and I didn't
Yeah.
even know it was them.
Yeah, for sure.
I wouldn't know if it was them unless I seen them on this couch. I'm like, who the fuck? Oh yeah, I was at a fucking event with this person.
Oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, man. So what's coming up? Anything coming up? Coming up? Anything we should be looking out
I'm
for?
gonna say in the summertime, look for more comedy skits, more pop the balloons, more street interviews.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what I'm focusing on now. The music, I know it's always gonna be there. And I ain't gonna never go nowhere. So I may still dib and dab with a little music every now and then. But I know for sure in June, back at Pride, I gotta work on something new. Cause that's a day that's guaranteed. I need something hot. Something that's gonna really make it. Then I got a bigger speaker too. Yeah, I need something hot for that. So that's the next thing that I'm really thinking of. June. That's 2 months from now. So yeah, it's gonna be something hot in June. I just don't know what it is yet. Specifically for that event. Cause yes, I'm going back.
So now, when you say you go to Pride,
It's not what people be thinking. I go
you
just
say you gotta stay on one side of the street. You said they be on
it
hostel.
depends on what time. Like them when you get off the train on Belmont, it's a little I don't know what the fuck it's like a bar or some shit. A lot of like the naked motherfuckers with the socks and shit, niggas don't be wearing nothing. They all across the street. Go down like 2 more blocks. I think that's Broadway, then Halsted. That whole little strip up until like Roscoe. That's where they at. They on the left side. The right side is cool. Niggas, bitches, where the gas station at, the police.
Mm.
And down a little bit more,
Yeah,
Mexicans or some shit.
yeah, man. Yeah, so it'd be wild. I be seeing this shit online, man. People be on top of street poles, all type
Yeah,
of shit.
my music video, motherfuckers on top of the fire truck.
Mm.
He was on top of the fire truck. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you see the music video, you'll understand exactly why the fuck I was there. Because the music video turned out decent to the motherfucker. Wasn't nothing but hoes shaking ass. Wasn't no trans, wasn't no niggas, wasn't none of that. It was all bitches. That's what I go for. I ain't going for no. I support what they do, but I'm going at a politic and network. You don't have to be gay to go to Pride. There's a bunch of bitches out there.
For sure. Well, man, I definitely appreciate your time. Appreciate you sliding through, man. Before we get up out of here, anything you want to leave the people with?
So I'm gonna say be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for more content from me. Again, I'm always be dropping gems on you. You feel me? People still gonna talk what they gonna talk. I'm gonna still be dressing the way I'm dressing. And look, and I'm a vendor my damn self. So I definitely have my vendor's license. So I've been doing this for a little minute. So specific pieces of some shit that you want, cause it's floating around. Like you want some Amiri jeans, you want a Gucci t-shirt. Let me know. Hit my DM. Whatever you're looking for, certain type of shoes, Rick Owens, some fat ass boots. I got all that. I got the plug on it. It comes directly from China to my vendors in Atlanta. So somebody put some orders in with me saying they want such and such. Let me know. I shoot down to Atlanta. You order it, and then I ship it off to you. But you know, you can be discreet. You ain't gotta let people know that if you want to hide it. I'm out open with my shit. I don't give a fuck. But for the ones that ain't comfortable, my DM is always open because they still been hitting my DM all day asking me what's the plug. I can help you out. You want to save your money? I'm all for helping my people save money. Be financially literate. Understand exactly what the fuck you wearing and where it come from. Stop spending all this money on stuff just because of the name and prove that you got it to motherfuckers who don't got it. So I'm a vendor myself. So I got licks on this shit. So, hit me up. I got what you looking for. Shoes, belts, hats, duffel bags, purses. Get all that shit. I post it every time I'm in Atlanta. Stop being scared to shop with me. Y'all know I'm gonna put that shit on and people gonna always compliment me. You hear me?
For sure, for sure. All right, man. When y'all see me out here, icy no. All right, in a
I got
minute.
that too, shit. Jewelry, real jewelry piece of shit that pass a diamond tester. Like I said, I'm always available. You can FaceTime me in real time, see exactly what you get and see the pricing and all that. I ain't here to rip nobody off or scam nobody. You wanna be fly like me? You wanna save money like me? Shop like me.
For sure, man. This has been another classic, man. Definitely appreciate your time. Let the people know where they can find you on social media, where they can find the music, where they can shop, all that good shit.
You can find me on Instagram at MangoYRN_. Music wise, you can find me on everything under Mango95. Or my Facebook page, Mango ATL. The ones watching, y'all know, but social sites. Where you want to shop at? Atlanta. Anybody that's down south, whenever I'm in Atlanta, shit, I hit you up. I can put you in tune with the locations. I'll send you the address and everything. You go pick the shit up yourself if you feel like taking a trip. If not, you want it shipped off to you, hit my line, hit my DM or something, hit my social media. Go ahead, do that. Put your order in, tell me what you want. I got you.
All right, man. Well, I definitely appreciate your time, man. Enjoy the rest of your evening. In a minute, gang.
Woo!